Welcome back to another video, guys. It is finally time to introduce the new Carhauler with all its upgrades and what we have done so far. This is my new truck and I will be driving it for who knows how long. This truck is nice, clean, finished. Let me introduce you and let me show you all the stuff we have done to this new truck to make it look as beautiful as it is today. Check out this beautiful Peterbilt 589 and let's talk about all the beautiful upgrades that we have done to this ride. We're gonna start from the front and work our way to the back. First off, nothing was done to the bumper yet. Second off, these new Peterbilts come with new lights that are built in right over here, and these are daytime running lights. And if you look straight up, check out that painted to match Peterbilt original headlight. That's just a work of art right there. Looking so good. It matches the headlight housing, the grill housing. It just looks beautiful. This right here was an in-house upgrade. We have a guy who does headlights. He replaced the bulbs. He replaced the housings for the inside. This right here is way brighter than original OEM. And this right here is capable of taking a different bulb. So our headlights are customized to shine way brighter at night. And the fact that it's color matched just makes this look so much better. Next, we ordered this truck to have it be a color matched housing, color matched headlight housings, color matched breathers, and once we get further back, color matched tanks and color matched def tank. For the paint job, you can kind of tell a little bit of a difference between original Peterbilt paint and this aftermarket painting. So in Texas, where they build these Peterbilts, they paint this whole truck, and then next door to the Peterbilt warehouse there's a paint shop, and it's not Peterbilt themselves, it's somebody else, and they actually do custom work for Peterbilt if you request it. So they painted this, and paint job is not the best. The pearls don't match up, the color is a little bit different, but overall if you're standing from this angle you can't really tell the difference. But either way, it still looks beautiful and it looks awesome. The Peterbilt has a different grill now. So this is the original OEM grill, and it's a little bit different. It looks pretty nice, it looks shinier. I don't mind it. I would possibly upgrade the grill and the bumper in the future, but for now this is what we have on so far. This right here is a custom emblem. Second off, I'm thinking of replacing these right here because this is what it was. Either taking them completely off, having nothing here, or putting the same one over here. So that's the front end of it. The hood is different. The hood is a little bit shorter. I'm not sure if it's a foot shorter or even shorter than that. You can't really tell until you see it in person. The hood actually widens that way. It doesn't go straight like in the 389s. As you can tell, the fender flare right here gets a whole lot narrower as you go this way. So it does look a little funny when you look at it first glance, but later on, I've been around this truck for a week and I'm getting used to it. So it's starting to look original to me. Almost forgot the wheel spikes. Obviously that makes another great look. Makes it just look aggressive and bulky. As we move further here, we have 3 watermelon lights. Each one of these metal brackets without the watermelon lights, just a piece of metal, is 350 bucks on semi-casual. Super expensive, so 700 bucks for 2 metal brackets, one on this side, one on the other side. Lights themselves were $36 a piece. So this right here, like $500 on each side and just upgrades. I might as well turn on the lights and show you how they look. So they're amber color and they look really clean, very nice. Inside right here, we brought out a wire to light up the inside of this air breather, and this is the air breather that's painted that I was talking about. Then we removed, there was these long ugly sticks with the orange thing at the bottom on this side and red on this side. We put a watermelon light on here with this kind of bracket right here. It just looks a whole lot nicer. And then look at the cab. The door is totally different. The window is totally different. The door handle is different as well. So when you open it, it's thicker too, like an actual car door, and it sounds a whole lot nicer when you close it. It sounds satisfying. Coming down here, this step is huge. Like Our original steps on the 389s start from here and go probably till here. So the rest of this, you can tell how big that is. So that's different. Then if you look down here, this right here is a side skirt. Trucks usually don't come with these, but semi-casual sells these side skirts right here. And if you look underneath here, it's full of chicken lights. And these come chrome. I found a paint guy in town and he actually got everything painted within 2 days. So this is what it looks like. It just makes the cab look beefier, thicker. It just looks a whole lot nicer. And almost forgot to talk to you guys about this beautiful sun visor. If you look here, it's a Carhauler, so it's not as noticeable when you have a car over it. But this sun visor was a pain in the butt to put on. This right here is the Desperado sun visor from Semi-Casual. Also came in a chrome finish, got it sanded down and painted color matched to the truck. It was a pain in the butt to put onto this Carhauler, just because this section right here, they want you to drill holes, attach rivets, and screw it into this little pillar here. But these rivets are going into plastic. This is literally plastic. This little windshield wiper right here had to be trimmed down so that it can fit under that rubber block in the middle of the windshield. So quite a bit of work, I tell you. Sleeper, same size sleeper as the regular trucks. It just has a little different cover right here. The cab is a whole lot wider too. The cab is about 8 inches wider on the inside, and as you can tell, the hood goes out further, the grill's a little different size. The cab is almost the same width as the sleeper, so that gives you a lot more space on the inside. These mirrors are different as well. They come a whole lot thicker and bigger. So this section right here was actually lower, where this circle was right underneath here, but I didn't like how long the mirror was. From there all the way down here, it looked like super long, it looked too long. So on this side, we actually unscrewed it from down here and screwed it into here, so it brings it up and it kind of looks more like the 389 look, painted to match tanks. There was a little bit of an issue ordering this right here. It was a misunderstanding. We asked for fuel caps to not be painted, but they thought that we were talking about end caps, so they didn't paint the end caps on the tanks. We wanted the full tank to be painted, but the end caps are actually chrome, which is all right because it kind of matches the straps. So the tanks are matched. This is the first truck in the company that has color matched tanks. See that red light? It's daytime, but you could still see it glowing. That just tells you how bright that light is. We have light coming down on both sides. This light is actually from road work. We got 2 of them shining down at the ground right there, and there's 2 more under that section. The cool thing about these lights, they switch 4 different colors: white, amber, blue, and red. Obviously when you're driving you don't want to have blue, but when you're parked, the blue light is actually very nice. Red light is good for driving. And the way that they got this wired, I'll show you more in depth of the interior, but for now, these are the buttons. This is red and this is blue. These are amber and white. So here, let's turn on the blue. Let's come out and show you. The blue matches the truck since the truck is blue, but during the daytime it's kind of hard to see. Very nice underglow for the truck part. So just looking at this truck and how much was done to it, within 3 days, from Wednesday till Friday, that's how much we got done. This truck was stock. Headlights weren't in, underglow wasn't in, those lights were not there. All the lights, sun visor, side skirts, that was all done within 3 days, and it was painted within 2 days of those first 2 days. So this was a lot of work to fit in within 3 days before the truck got onto the road. So there you go, that's the truck on the outside. The sleeper, we didn't get a window for the back. We hardly ever use that window, and it's really cold in the winter time. I still have a big upgrade that I'm gonna work on over here. Only 2 lights come from Peterbilt factory on the back sleeper. I bought lights for the back, and I'm drilling 2 more holes because I just can't go with 2 holes. It's got to be 4 holes, and these are going to be watermelon lights. that switch from red to blue. I have them actually in this side door right over here, and we're gonna be putting them on when I have more time. Looking at the trailer setup, trailer is exactly the same as it is on the other trucks. Another upgrade that I did was lights, and I will continue doing all these lights until my whole truck and trailer is done. What sucks is that Peterbilt does not offer this option, and you have to do it yourself when the truck comes in. And the option that I'm talking about is all these chicken lights right here. We got 9 chicken lights on this side of the bar. We got 3 chicken lights on this side of the bar. And this wheel lights up super bright red when it's nighttime. So when we're driving on the road, our wheels look like they're on fire. That was done by me. Right over here, this wire goes into there, and we can unplug it right over here. If we need to take this bar out, you unscrew a bolt here, unscrew a bolt there, shuffle it this way, take out that side, move it that way, take out this side. So when you need to remove this, cut this zip tie, take this, unscrew this wiring here, take that bar out. I had enough time to do this bar right here as well. There was only 2 lights in here. I drilled in between, so I was thinking originally to do about every 7 inches, because there was this light and there was that light, and I'm like, I either do 2 lights or I do 1. So I just decided to do 11 inches in between. I slapped one in the middle here, there, 11 inches in between there, 11 inches in between right over there. And I'm gonna continue on when I have more time later to do all of these lights here, and then coming down this pole. So we're gonna have a nice glow amber chicken lights this way, down this pole, and across this bar. And then of course I'm not gonna miss out on the trailer. We're gonna add the wheel well lights on the trailer as well, and all the chicken lights at the bottom here across all the way around on this trailer. So this is very exciting for me. This truck is gonna take some getting used to, because the seat sits differently, the windshield is a whole lot bigger, the interior is different. It does not seem like a classic anymore on the inside. It seems more on the edge of a Volvo. Sad to say, but this is what we're getting used to as things get newer and newer. And this right here is the first ever load that I'm doing on this brand new 589. And here we got a little bit more space, I would say. So possibly because we don't have the diesel heater, and usually the diesel heater sits right over here, that's why we have more space. But similar interior inside here. We put an inverter in so that we can have power inside the sleeper besides the cigarette lighters. But I got all my stuff here. We got everything brand new sticks, brand new measuring sticks, jump starters, air inflators, gloves, all of that good stuff. And don't mind this sticker, because this sticker, it's what helps Peterbilt build all of its parts. We don't actually have a PACCAR engine in here. We have a X15 engine, and it actually comes with a new transmission. It's still the red X15 500 horsepower engine. We still have to think of a name for this one right here, and I want your help. Leave a comment down below what you think we should name this big 80-foot long blue rig. And now let's head inside and let's show you everything new that this 589 has to offer. So like I said, the doors are a lot more nicer, and they shot nicer. As we come here, we got kind of screwed over on the seats. They gave us fake leather seats, but these are the same as we had in the 389, except for these are not that good of a material. Steering wheel, it's actually plastic. Got screwed over with that as well. First off, let's begin with the pedal. The pedal is a little bit different. This is automatic. The brake pedal actually hangs down from the top now. This pedal actually also hangs down. This is just phony. It just touches the ground just like that. But it hangs down from the top, and they made a long pedal going down here. Looking at the inside of the dashboard, totally different. No more gauges over here except for 6. I'm not used to it yet, still getting used to it. The digital dash is still the same. The lights turn on right over here like this. Modern. We still have all these lights right here for sleeper, for cab light, for load lights, all kinds of stuff. The knobs to change the temperature controls are different as well. And I actually bought different knobs for the trailer and for the trailer park and the truck park, and they actually made thicker bigger grooves, so now you can't use the 389 upgrades and you have to find 589 because they made this section bigger and you can't screw on 389 accessories onto this anymore. So if you guys are trying to get a 589, know that, and don't buy those 389 parking brake accessories. You're gonna have to get different ones for 589s. They just don't match. In here, CB radio. I still need to set up my GPS. I'm gonna be attaching this little thing for power source over here somewhere, and I need to take apart this and get power from this CB radio so that I can hide all these wires and not have them dangling over here in front of my windshield. Lights on the inside are also different. You can't pop it off and throw watermelon lights in here. If you want watermelon lights, you might have to make your own somewhere up here. But this whole dash area is different. We've got 2 cup holders here, storage area over here. So the engine is technically a little bit more inside the cab. When you open up the hood, you can tell. And this seat is gonna be staying, no fridge, no microwave. I decided I don't need that in this truck because I want to take my wife, my kids once in a while, and we need a seat for that. Cool little feature that I saw is this table right here. You can ride on here, you can eat on here for your passenger convenience. And here's the seat. Same seat on this side. This right here is a little upgrade that I thought of myself. You can actually reach it while driving, and this is actually a fridge cooler. We got it plugged up in the back, but I threw my water in here. This is the cab. We actually have linoleum on the floor instead of carpet, and we got 3 sun visors up here, so that's different. Everything on the inside over here in this area is totally different. If you look at the windshield, no more divider. This windshield is actually huge. Comes from here all the way down here. I just have a sun visor, so it makes it look a little bit smaller, but this windshield is huge, as well as these windows. I didn't mention it earlier, but we got these windows tinted at 50%, and that actually helps out quite a bit because these windows are so big that you feel like you're sitting in an aquarium. Both sides of the mirrors on the outside are actually defrostable, so when it's winter, the bottom circle and the top is actually heated, so that will help in freezing temperatures. As I was saying, I feel like I'm sitting very high. I have my seat lowered down all the way, but this is so big and this is so huge in front of me, and this is where my eyes are. You can see the whole entire view of the hood. In the other truck, you're sitting and you could see halfway of the hood because the dashboard is a little higher, the windshield is smaller, and your seat goes down a little lower. Now it's kind of uncomfortable to drive with holding my elbow out onto the door because it's so much further that I haven't been driving like this anymore. I kind of have to drive like this, and that's something that I got to get used to as well. But look at the space between these 2 seats getting into the back. That's quite a bit of space compared to the other truck. It was way tighter whenever I had the 2 seats in there. So this is something that I like right here, is more cab space. Since there is more windshield and more cab space, there's actually more wind sound inside the truck. So as I'm driving, I hear more wind up over here, and it actually makes the cab a little bit louder than the 389. And I thought it would be the opposite, but nope. This right here makes more wind noise up here than in a 389. We're done with the cab. Let's get back to the sleeper. Here's the sleeper in the 589. We got a beautiful design on the back wall, and I actually really like how the sleeper is black inside. We made a little printer mount because all these trucks came with a TV mount over here, and I don't have a TV, so we put the printer up there, and that's actually very convenient. Here we have a coat hanger. I didn't have a hanger, so I just threw it up over there. And we don't actually have anything over here in this section. We should have a hidden compartment, but it's not here. And we are going to be ordering a little fridge that Peterbilt makes that fits in this area. So the bed is the same size, the sleeper is the same size, the height is the same size as well in the sleeper. But this right here is what's different. This is the desk area / lunch area in this new truck. You push this, you sit on the bed here, and you can have a little table area for your dinner. You just push it back in when you're done. You have 2 cup holders over here. Over here you have 2 outlets for your sleeper. This is our inverter on and off. You have a radio back here, and there's actually a very nice subwoofer under this bed and produces lots of bass actually. You have a door lock. I just realized that they put these buttons in the wrong side. So this right here is supposed to turn your lights on and off, but they mixed these buttons up, and that's again Peterbilt fault. So this is supposed to turn your lights on and off, and this is supposed to lock the door. Anyways, gotta switch these two around because that's not right. So they actually made a door lock in case you're laying here, oh, I forgot if I locked the door. Now you can just hit that button and lock the door. Same with the light. We got our temperature controls here. We got a light over here. Let's see how bright this one is. Our reading light. Up here we have a little bit more storage, and I actually have my YouTube plaque, and I'm gonna be hanging this thing over here once I figure out exactly how I can do that, and that's gonna be the new spot for the YouTube plaque. But that's the sleeper part of the truck. These curtains are pretty cool. They're actually magnetic now, and you can lock them both in with the magnets. So besides not having enough storage space and hidden closet area here, or having hidden area here, it's a little bit different than the 389, I would say, but we are upgrading, aren't we? So here I was actually able to put my clothes in this little area, so my suitcase fits sideways. We got some more stuff in here, so we got those two little storage areas. But I really like how we have a black sleeper now, no window, so we'll be a little bit warmer back here. That's the inside of the cab, guys. I want to upgrade this. I want to upgrade the train horn to a lot louder, probably from Horn Blasters, and I think I want to replace the steering wheel. They actually make steering wheels where you can pop these buttons in now and put on different color steering wheels if you want. So this is the interior of the cab. Overall, I'm excited for this new truck. It is different. It has a lot of different features, a lot of different options. I do have to get used to a few new things, mostly in the driving area, not in the loading or unloading area. So I think I'll get used to this. But besides that, that's the tour of my truck. I will be bringing you guys along with whatever I keep doing to the truck, all the upgrades, all the different little things. What do you guys think of the new 589? Would you purchase one of these trucks? Lots of people are getting on it. Lots of people are in a race. Who's gonna upgrade their trucks the nicest and the fastest? There's very limited options of what you can get in upgrades. It did take a lot of work, a lot of stress to get this truck to what position it's in today, but it's getting done, and I'm super excited to show you guys all of this. Welcome to the new truck. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more interesting content as I bring you guys along on all my journey with this new truck. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.